welcome to the Migrant Tribe. Stories from our journey down under. We're now in episode 24. So, this is Joseph, and together with me are the other members of the tribe. There's a Joey. Say hi, Joey.
Hello, everyone.
And then there's a John.
How are we?
Okay, nice to see you both. Okay, and so first of all, are you creative? Okay, so normally when people are asked if they're creative, the first thing that comes into their mind is probably creatives are only people who are artists or maybe scientists and the like. But actually, everyone is creative. Everyone has a capacity to be creative. We just have to enhance our creative juices, so to speak. So for today, we're gonna be talking about how we're able to improve our creativity and how being creative, we're able to um, achieve our goals, overcome some challenges that we go through. So today is about being creative. So to start us off, I like to call in Joey. Hi, Joey.
Hello, Joseph. Um, regarding creativity, I think one of the few things in terms in how we approach our life, right? There are few things that I abide by, right? Obviously, I have my own principles. I stick with whatever first the principles that I consider, and then apart from that, is actually considering um, the options that I got uh, on executing all these goals that I have or what I want to do in life. So, which now equates to creativity. So two aspects. If I consider this, let's say, solution that I got is actually based on my principle and my values, and then this is the objective that I got. So the creativity is actually the equation that I create, or shall I say, the value creation that I do on every touch point in my life. I think that's simple, way for me to putting it.
Okay. So
Now,
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Yep.
so let's go to be specific, right? For
Okay.
example,
Yep.
I ventured out. You guys know that I venture out in business, which is seeking out for me, having setting up or able to establish a solution-based or service-based business. Um, it's not out there yet, but I saw that the opportunity that it's there. I mean, or shall I say, there's a need in it. Um, in most business out there had actually started in one way or another. You have a distinct solution that nobody has been catering yet.
Yep.
Or maybe there is already, but you can add value or make a difference.
Yep.
So spicing it up a little bit on the skill set that I've experienced, I have gained, and also the exposure that I got um, gave me, shall I say, it's really just one step.
Yep.
Someone asked for help, and I saw the opportunity there from then on. Um, and the idea now has actually expanded from an initial cost estimating service solution.
Mm-hmm.
Now the business that I have is
Yep.
also has do drafting and also project management, technical aspect, which evolved in one idea first that one client or one friend of mine,
Yep.
actually needed the assistance, and it came trickling down saying, okay, I need this, can you help me out? Here I go. Next thing I knew, I'm embarking on a journey of being entrepreneur, which is been working it out or studying.
Yep.
So back end, there's a lot of groundwork that I didn't force it myself. It came to a point that, okay, this has to happen, and I have to wear too many hats as well
Yep.
to be able to execute that. And creativity, I think, is one of the key things that when you don't have any other option,
Hmm.
I think that's where the creative juice is actually even coming out, Joseph.
Okay. Okay. So because you started out with something, it kind of grew to other stuff. Okay. That had you not started that one thing, you probably wouldn't have realized those other things. Now, okay. So sometimes whenever you try to, because you try to be creative, in a way you're innovating certain things. Um,
Mhm.
do you find that sometimes people are still resistant because, let's say, your service probably was kind of different from what others were sort of serving, and people were not quite sure if this was the right thing for them because it, like what you say, it was kind of new. Do you experience
Correct.
something like
Well,
that?
it happens. It happens. Not everyone would know that that service or solution that I mean we're offering is actually existing. But it came to a point that what I did is really this. I just get out of the building. Um, Probably the reference that I could recommend here is look out for lean startup.
Yep.
There's a book by Oswald. I forgot his name. When I mean, send you
Yep.
the
Yep.
details on that.
Yep.
Okay, so you could put that somewhere
Of
in,
course.
um, so this business model canvas. Okay, you can search it up in YouTube. I think just get an idea of business
Yep.
model canvas. Um, how how I was able to even start the business was I'm already providing it with someone,
Mm-hmm.
but the framework doesn't exist yet. So when I come across this skeletal framework business model canvas, it paved the way for me to structure it in a more tweakable way.
Yep.
Business model canvas has many pieces. Number one part there is actually the value creation, and before the value creation or value proposition, there's a portion which is I'm getting too technical, guys, but I hope I'm not.
Yep.
Okay. Um, there's a portion there which is the customer segment. At the end of the day, it's about what the customer demands, what the
Yep.
customer needs. It's not about just the idea that we think that will work
That will
or
work.
will
Yep.
fix a problem.
But what they really need.
Yes, and I mean, oftentimes is you have to start with something first, and
Yep.
then they'll come around and tell you, "Can you do this? Can you do that?" And I think you just figure out a way. Say yes, if it is really doable, you think it's still aligned. Yeah, just make it happen. Just get the deal. Come back to it. Come up with a solution. I mean, and oftentimes it's actually that way that how it actually unravel and from different parts of the solution. But sorry, don't stray away. From my
Too far.
approach
Yep.
was I
From.
didn't really stray away. I had to actually still be on a similar solution or
Yep.
same platform or same concept
Yep.
within the construction part.
Construction
I didn't
industry.
Um,
steer away from it.
yep.
Go ahead.
Sort of learning from you as well because all of us are respecting each other's industry.
Yep.
Um,
Hmm.
because basically the construction business is a little bit structured and uh, but yet it involves a lot of negotiation. And I know that you are dealing with the different types of customers on a daily basis. My question is,
Yes.
how can you apply your creativity in such a way that the client will not only believe that you have the mastery of what you are offering, but at the same time, they have the certainty that you know what you're doing.
Okay. Well, that's one very good question, and I think we haven't talked to each other, but I'm ready to answer that. Okay. So let's say let's say
That's good.
When
when
you
you
That's good
finish
to
come up. I
hear.
mean,
that,
so when you contact StarTech, right? Now plug in the business name, right?
Yep.
So StarTech, we provide construction estimating and drafting services. There are four C's when you contact us, okay? That we can really deliver. First, okay, there's clarity, okay, okay, cost certainty, okay,
yep,
two words already, okay, and then the fourth one is the confidence.
Yeah.
Since since we actually have been, experienced here in Australian market, and me myself and also the people that I work with are experts in the field. We have multiple years of combined experience, uh, and being able to connect with different people. I'm gonna say out there, I also stand with the shoulders of giants, not just you giants that I work with, right? So I'm able to tap very talented people as well,
Yep.
and having that arrangement, or let's say openness for collaboration, it it actually builds the confidence and credibility that the client needs when we are faced on some difficult task or something new. But obviously we don't stray away from the core. We found our core of our solution, which is um, those three things: cost planning, drafting, and project management.
So just to add that the reason why I asked because we are into a stage of building something at the moment, and I found it hard, being not a technical person, to really have the confidence of what is being written in the list. Sometimes it's hard to visualize. So I'm thankful and I can relate with what you shared with us. If we are with
Hmm.
someone or with a group of people who know what they're doing, and
Hmm.
they can send the message across with clarity, confidence, and sometimes with patience, because if it is not your industry and if it entails money, you keep on asking. So yeah, I think you hit it right, and what you said is the things that sort of I am experiencing right now, because yeah,
Hmm.
I am learning something new. It is not that I'm stupid, but it's just that it's something new
Yeah,
that I need to
you
learn.
Yeah,
haven't
yeah, yeah.
you haven't come across that. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
really why we have, and
yeah,
I think that is the pain point that we're already trying to address.
yeah,
That pain point itself. So probably the creativity part. Let me go back. Sorry.
Yep.
So how we're able to find the certain solutions that the client needs. What's the most painful part first? Sometimes we just need to actually ask. We might be too creative, shall I say, for to other solutions we can offer out there, but
yeah,
sometimes it's actually just having. You just need to create the moment to
yeah,
be in the exact situation that the people, or the future client or your existing client, can be actually saying, complaining that this is my pain point. Can you help me out?
yeah. So
Okay.
yeah,
I hope.
power solution, so to speak.
Okay. Good. Thank you,
Yes.
Joey. Thank you. So
Thank you, Joey.
to all of you out there, okay, so yeah, if you have any construction needs, contact Joey. And he will run through all of you with all the four C's. And once he's done with all the four C's with you, you will come up with the fifth C, which is called cash. Right? Okay. Now, let's go in. Let's call it now the other J of the three J's. John.
Yes.
You,
John.
I thought it's you.
No, it's
Okay,
you,
go
Joe.
to speak
John.
now.
Hey, just
Okay,
throw in something. I
okay,
mean, you're the
yep,
creative. You're the author of the group.
yeah,
Um,
Obviously,
how
that's a
how does
different
creativity
creativity
play
level.
play in your you know
yeah,
in your profession?
yeah. Being an author, it's really very hard, so to speak, for the beginning to, if you write or if you are trying to be creative and you think about money, if you
Yep.
bind the creativity and business, creativity and managing the business, it's something that you need to prioritize,
Yep.
because it's when you want to be creative, sometimes you let your mind free flow,
Yep.
or you let your mind drift, or you let your mind just be into an hour place, so that you can capture something. But if at the same time you're thinking about accounting and finances, then that distracts the flow of your thought. But what I'm doing, to keep the creativity is, of course, we have our own morning rituals,
Good, good,
and
yes.
at the same time, I have little notes just to capture something,
Yep.
then I write it down, and sometimes in my on my cell phone, because sometimes just one word can mean a lot to me, or one instance, one situation, one event, one moment can mean a lot to me. So sort of that's why I'm asking others are asking me how hard or how easy it is to write a book, or how
Yep.
hard or how easy it is to write 1,000 words. Um, it's like what you said. Something happened in the back end first before you can be in the actual work. So the mental part has been doing, and then when you it's time for you to sit down and write and to
Yep.
produce, then is the time that things sort of falling into the proper places. Having said that, yeah, especially at work sometimes just like a spark or in a snap, an idea came out. Say, for example, last time when we tried to have that one business, one service,
Yep.
or group and group services and grow sorry goods, products and services thing that we talk about. So those things are those things came from
Mm-hmm.
lull moments, or sometimes just came out or pop up from my mind. And since it's a foreshadowing of what is about to come, I'm writing a book right now. So sometimes
Yes.
I just write a word or a sentence, then
Mm-hmm.
that will be developed into something, into a whole story. Say, for
Good.
example, is, uh, you have a secret, but you everybody has a secret, but you didn't tell me yours yet. So things like that. It's loaded with meaning.
Yeah.
Um,
You won't find
uh,
that. You find
yeah,
find out.
from
That's
yeah,
fine.
from
But
these two sentences,
Mm-hmm.
lots of creativity can come out. Or say one title, maybe say uh, not all Victor, not all Victor, sorry, Victor Secret. So just two words mean a lot, rather than Victoria's
wow,
Secret. That is an
Oh, okay,
opposite.
okay. So it's
right.
the guy
Yeah,
version, Victor's Secret.
yeah. Or say someone you just come across, and there's a connection, and then it may be a girl with no name or a boy with no name.
It's good.
Yeah,
So
simple as that.
so so you
But
yes.
yeah, sorry.
So it's good that you're saying like you pick up from seemingly random words, but you know, but in actuality later on it starts to mean something. At the moment it's just words, but you're able to develop them later on to something more.
Yeah. So from a word to a sentence to a paragraph,
Yep.
then an essay, then into a book. So a book, which means biopic organized knowledge. It starts from random thoughts, and then once I sit down and I try to put order or structure into it, then that is where these random thoughts become a future knowledge, or the saving of knowledge, so to speak.
Okay.
So
Well, let
sorry.
me ask a question. Sorry. Sorry.
Yes,
When
go
you
ahead,
go.
Joey.
Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, probably the curious question is this:
Yeah.
when? I mean, probably the question to throw to every one of us, right?
Yeah.
When is your light bulb moment? I mean, the creative juices. When does it occur? Is there some
Well,
sort of a similar pattern or time that you know that it's gonna come out, or do
yeah.
you try to draw it out? How does it happen as an author, and you as well, Joseph? That's probably a good question.
When, when
Yep,
you
that's
were
a good
when
question.
you
Mhm.
were younger, or when I was younger, I tried a lot of things, and I read a lot of books as well about authorship, about writing, about becoming a writer, becoming an author, or reading autobiography of giants as well in the industry, and
Mhm.
biography of people that made a difference not only for themselves but for others as well.
Yep.
This is what I've learned. When I was younger, I was thinking that you need to read a lot in order to write,
Yes.
and you need to find your moment in order to write, and you need to find your space in order to write, and sometimes you need to write in the evening in order to write.
So right.
But of you made it hard. Later you realize you made it hard on yourself, trying to find your moment. But as you grow older, it's like if you are in a certain industry, uh, what you learn today on a constant basis, you'll be learning again new tomorrow on
Yep.
the next. It compounds. So sort of, I am not claiming that I'm already uh, I already know everything, but what I understand is I can draw um, images and then I can put them into writing if
Yep.
I want. Sort of, I do not choose now that I need to be in this position, I need to be in this situation, I need to be in this
Right.
time of
Right.
the day. Sort of, if I want to produce them, I can really produce modesty aside. Writer's block, it happened before, and I know it is
Mhm.
also going to happen. But sort of, um, it's another thing. It's like a rain that falls in a container,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mhm.
sort of that is how it is for my thoughts and ideas. And when
Mhm.
it is time to open the faucet for that container, then it flows
Wow.
Wow.
simply or
Mm.
yeah.
Very good analogy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
How
So
about you?
And another person is asking me to write a book for him.
Mm.
But I said yeah, I'm waiting for my maybe 2 weeks uh, annual leave or 2 weeks time to work it properly
okay.
because
Okay.
we've been talking on a random basis as well. But yeah,
Okay.
it adds up.
Mm.
Okay. In
And
okay. Go ahead. In
sorry,
in writing a book, like what's the tougher part, the starting or the finishing, or both?
I'll start with an essay or uh, how I do it. Usually, say example, if I write 1,000 words essay, I know the start the present tense and I know the last sentence.
And
Wow.
you just work your way
That's good.
out on getting the middle. That's
Yeah.
good. That's a
So
very
I know the beginning and I know the ending. So it's
Mm.
more about like what Joseph said. It's more about clarity. In writing, you are successful if what a reader reads can be transformed into uh, an actual thing. Say, if I am writing about, say, this child or this class,
Mhm,
so and someone reads that someone can visualize a glass or a mug.
mhm.
So
Mhm.
if someone can transform your words into the visual, then you're a successful author.
Good. Thank you. Thanks, John.
Mhm.
Um,
Okay.
you know, not to brag, but you know what, for me it's very easy to write 1,000 words, for as long as it's the same word all over and over again. Okay, okay. So going
That's
back to our
right. So,
Yeah.
I know the
So
blackboard.
the same da 1,000. I can do that. No problem.
Let me reiterate. Okay, I know he elaborated. I mean, his moments, right? That's the author's mindset, or shall I
Right.
say, his experiences. How about you, Joseph? Do you have your light bulb moments in the shower? Is that
Oh,
how it
okay.
works? So
So
yeah,
think
when is it happening?
good thing
Like
you
this, our group, Migrant
okay.
Five. You get so many ideas. When does it happen?
Um, so basically, okay, so uh, of course, it can happen anywhere. So two things, maybe two things where much of my creativity will come from. Uh, Number one, I believe you have to practice creativity. Okay, it's a muscle. Okay, every day, you try to do things differently. Try to come up with creative solutions to everyday simple problems. Okay,
Mm.
um, there's this guy. His name is Bill Gates. I don't know if you've ever heard about him. Anyway, Bill Gates has this story about
It's
he
these problems.
enjoys he enjoys washing dishes every night. Okay. Why? Not first of all because it helps him to handle stress. It's a distressing quality. And for him, when he washes the dishes, he'll always try to do it in the best way, differently every time. To do it this way, do it that way, trying to make the best possible way. So for him, so just like us, Europe, we'll try to find those simple things,
Mhm.
mundane things in life. If we try to do it creatively, it's a good way to practice. Okay, so that's one.
Mhm.
You practice creativity. For me, number two is you have to be very observant. Okay, you have to observe everything that's happening around you in your everyday lives. You can see things that were done, let's say, in a certain way that you can apply in another, let's say, field or another discipline. Okay. A good example of that would when they were designing the first iPhone
Yeah.
in in Apple. Okay. So so the iPhone is effectively what they were trying to do was uh, everything you can operate the phone all on the screen. Okay. So they wanted to do away with that keypad. So everything was able to but I think they were having a bit of problems with how to switch it on because so that's when they came up with the uh, swipe. You know how you open the phone, you swipe it, okay,
Yeah.
to
Right.
turn it on.
Mhm.
Okay, so the guy
Mhm.
who invented that that concept, the swipe, got that idea from all places. You know where?
Washing.
The toilet of the airplane. Okay,
Really?
okay,
Oh,
when you
yeah.
go to the
Hmm.
toilet, right? How do you
Mhm.
lock the door? There's this latch that you close, right? It's not a
Yeah.
door that
Right.
opens. You close that way. So so he had that aha moment. He saw that. Oh wow, okay. So from what he saw from that airplane toilet, he transferred that to the iPhone.
To the
So
iPhone.
so
Mm.
to kind of sum up. So that's for me like practice creativity and
Mhm.
be observant. So that's my take on that. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
anyone else like to add before we wrap this up? It's been a good
Well,
conversation.
I know you're gonna put in the hack later, right?
Yep,
But
right.
probably one hack that I could say,
Yep.
just to share. Okay.
Oh, sure. Yeah, sure. Go
Um.
ahead, Joey.
Um. I mean, it might not be considered a hack. Maybe everyone already knows it, right? But yeah, just I think close your eyes in the shower, give it a few minutes, or just stay there in the shower. Um, let your mind wander. I mean, you'd feel that you already had enough shower, right? But just
Yep.
let it fly through. Most oftentimes, right before you get to your day, most solutions actually is already had been preconceived by your mind when you were sleeping. The only
Correct.
way you need to now to unlock that now
Correct. Yep.
is actually let it be unconscious. I mean, consciously be tapped right now,
Let
which
it out.
I was
Get it
able. I
out
mean,
there. Yep.
and for me,
Yep.
I mean, to share it, it's actually through the shower moments.
Yeah.
Good. Good.
That's
Good
true.
day.
I totally believe in that, Joey. For my sense, it's I guess I do it. Let's say if I need to solve a certain thing, I'll think about it before going to sleep. And true enough, as soon as I wake up, not necessarily as soon as you wake up, but let's say while I'm doing my exercise, and after you do exercise, there's something that's gonna pop up. Correct. Okay, and that's also connected to what John also said, that you know, you have these morning rituals that you also do to enhance our creativity. So okay,
Mm.
I guess that's it for now. So again,
Joseph,
thank you all, to all those, to our viewers, and yeah, see you next week. Okay,
Thank you for very good
bye.
discussion again. Bye.
see you next week, guys.
Next week, tingnan natin.
Okay, so for today's migrant hack, we're gonna call this a house buying hack. Okay, so some of you out there may not be familiar with this, but you can actually purchase the display homes, the ones that you see in the different estates, that you make the decision on which builder to go with. You can actually purchase those. And what are some of the advantages of purchasing display homes? Number one, it kind of takes out the guesswork on how the house will actually look like. You can actually see it because it's already there. It's already, you can actually go through it and see what it really looks like. Number two, usually these display homes will have the premium fittings and fixtures. Being that it is their display home, they want to showcase their best work. Number three, you can actually earn income from this display homes. Usually, the builders will be using this from 1 to 2 years. So depending on when you actually purchase them, they will actually pay you rent while they're still using the display homes. Okay, so those are some of the advantages of buying a display. Of course, there are other also things to consider, like financing may be slightly different from traditional financing, what you're used to uh, with the regular homes. But yeah, but you have nothing to lose. You can ask them if if they're ready to sell their display homes, and yeah, you can take it from there. So that's the hack for today.